Hello everyone, welcome back to Fashion with Sought Out YouTube channel. How we all doing? So in today's tutorial we are learning out. I'm going to be taking you through how to make this beautiful kaftan dress, or you can also call it a boubou dress. Okay, so if you are an old subscriber, I want to welcome you back to this channel, and if you are new to this channel, I will welcome you specially. Do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel so as to be part of this community. Guys, let's get to work. So I have my beautiful Ankara print here and my scuba material. For this Ankara print, I'm going to be making use of 3 yards and 12 inches and then my scuba. Now I have gone ahead to fold the fabric into two. We are cutting the back parts, the back piece of the dress first. Okay, so I folded it into two. The total length I'm working with is 59. I added 2 inches to it, that's 60 inches. Now we'll come to the neck area of the dress. Okay, and mark 3 inches over there. Okay, so that is 3 inches. I'm going to mark it, and then we'll come to the edge of the fold and mark 2 inches. That will serve as our shoulder slant. Then I proceed, and then from there mark 12 inches, which is serve as the sleeve opening. Okay, so after that has been done, the next thing I'm going to mark out is the half length, which is 16 inches. Then from there we'll proceed to the hip line. So for the hip line, I'll just add 7 inches to the waistline. Okay, so that is 22 inches. So I'm going to mark out 22 inches over there and then extend the line to the other side of the dress. Next is to mark out our body circumference, and for the bust we are working with is 36 inches divided by 4, that's 9 inches. I'm going to mark the 9 inches and then add extra 5 inches to it. Yes, so that is 14. I'm going to mark out the 14 inches right there. Now we'll leave the 14 inches mark we just made and then come to the edge of the fold. I'll just come in by 7 inches. You see the way I place my tape rule, I'll mark it. So the distance between the 14 fold mark and this is 3 inches. Now I'll come and then mark 14 inches on the waist area too, and then make a connect in a curve way to the sleeve opening. Next, we move to the hip circumference. The hip we are working with is 40 inches divided by 4, that's 10 inches. I will add 5 extra inches to it, that makes it 15. Okay, I'll mark 15 inches like that and then connect it straight to the half length and then make a straight line down to the hem of the dress. So we are done with the drafting of the dress, but for this dress I want the pockets cut together with the dress. To do this, from the hip area I'm going to come down by 2.5 inches and then come back to the waist area. On that waist I'm going to mark 6 inches. Okay, so I'm going to mark 6 inches. From that 6 inches is where the cuff will start from. I mark 6 inches and then I'll just make the cuff, and at the 6 inches area I'll just cuff it down to the 2.5 that I marked out below the hip. Okay, so I just make a connect and we have our pockets. Next we proceed to the neck area of the dress. Remember, this is the back part of the dress. So we've marked out 3 inches as the width. I marked 1.5 inch as the depth and then make a round connect. So I'm just going to cut the whole thing out. Next, we proceed to the cutting of the front. I've gone ahead to fold the front and then place the back on it like so. I'm trying to arrange the whole thing well on it. And then okay, so the pocket area too should be moved out so that everything will be well cut. Now guys, I'll move ahead and cut the whole thing out. Next, we'll move to the neck area, and for the front neck I'm going to mark 7 inches over there. For the front neck depth, okay, so I'm just going to connect the 7 inches to the 3 inches width that we have already there. Okay, you can see that it's not a straight V, it's a bit curvy, so I'm just going to cut it out right away, and then we proceed to cutting the design, the red design on the dress. So for the design, I have my pattern on fold. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is come first to the neck area and mark 7 inches, which is the back. The back is 14 inches divided by 2, that's 7 inches. Okay, so I just mark the 7 inches right there, and then mark 3 inches width that we had on the dress, on the main dress, and 7 inches depth that we had. Okay, so I'm just going to connect the neck with my pattern ruler. Okay, like so. You can see that I didn't use normal ruler, I used the pattern ruler to form it so that it won't be a straight line like as such. Okay, so now we proceed to, I will, from the neck area, I mean from the starting point, I will mark on the starting points, rather the shoulder area. I'm going to mark 3.5 over there. Okay, and then I'll come and mark the bust point. The bust point is 11. I'm going to mark that, and on that bust point line, I'm going to mark 3 inches. Right, I hope you are getting what I'm doing. I'm going to mark 3 inches. Okay, and then I want the whole length of the design to be 16 inches, which is the half length. Okay, so on that part, I will mark 1.5. I want that place to be 1.5 width, which I'm going to mark. And after marking it, I'm just going to connect all the points together with my ruler. And that is that to the design of on the dress, the red design you can see on our thumbnail. I'll connect that down part. And sorry guys, I later made a slope, a shoulder slant on it, which I didn't do here. So I'm just going to cut it out. But let me just mark, label what I used there. So for the neck width and depth, I used 3/7, 3 width, 7 depth. And then on the shoulder area, I used 3.5. And at the bust point, I used 3 inches. And here, which is the half length area, I used 1.5. I hope you get it. I'll just go ahead and cut it out and use it to cut the red fabric. I've gone ahead to use the pattern to cut the red design we have on the dress. Now, I will go and fix it. After fixing it, guys, I just fixed it like you fix a facing to the dress. I place it on the back, I sew it to the back, and then we are going to turn it to the front this way. Okay guys, so I'm going to just go ahead and notch it and then turn it to the front. But I want you to observe that, as you can see, the base of the facing that is wide, it was after I fixed it that I decided to cut a correct pattern, which you just saw, to sew it. So please kindly follow that pattern for you to get it accurately well. This was so wide. Okay, so now that we fix the front, all that we'll have to do next is place the back on it as like so. I've gone ahead to cut the facing for the back, and then I've turned it. You can see how neatly sewn it is. Guys, I've gone ahead to fix it, and also I've cut the design on the sleeve area, and I've connected it to each sleeve. Okay, so you can see it. I've connected it to each sleeve like so. All I have to do now is, you can see, do you see, I turned it and sew it back, and this is the way it's looking. All I have to do now is connect the side together and then make the necessary sewing, like the hem. I'm going to hem it, sew it, and that's the end of the tutorial. Guys, after everything, this is the way the dress came out. So gorgeous. You can see the effect of the design, the pattern I cut. You can see it was after adjusting it that is like this. Guys, thank you for staying true to the end of this tutorial. I hope you got value watching. Kindly give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friend, and if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, like I said, do well to subscribe. Go ahead and practice this, and guys, see you in my next tutorial. Thank you so much for staying true. Bye 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 bye.